Hi, we're here at Devoxx 2015 and I am joined by Duke's Choice winner, Johan Voss. Johan, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And Johan, your Duke's Choice Award was for your work in the Java FX community, based on something you started with your company Lodge on the Java FX port, and you now formed an entity called Gluon. Can you tell us about this project?
Okay, yeah, so first of all, I think this was an award given to Gluon, but the JavaFX community in general really deserves credits for the work over the past year. Not only the JavaFX community, but also the JavaFX team at Oracle, they did a great job in maintaining JavaFX on the desktop. It's part of JavaFX 8, it's growing, it's more mature, more bugs are fixed, more performant, and we definitely see a huge increase in adoption of JavaFX. There are many companies that are migrating their Swing applications to JavaFX. Many companies also that are now interested in mobile and that want to have some Java on mobile, and their JavaFX is a perfect solution. And because we were working on JavaFX ports already, which is the open source effort to port JavaFX to mobile, we got lots of questions from companies. Do you support this? Can you do some consulting? Can I get some training? And that's one of the reasons that we decided we have to put a commercial entity for this, because the open source effort that we do is great, and the community very much appreciates it and works together with us in enhancing JavaFX on mobile. But having a commercial entity that provides support, training, products, and that adds value to the JavaFX platform made the ecosystem much more relevant, because many developers, including myself, we love open source, and we want all source code to be available. But we want to combine that with requests from companies that say the source code is great, but we also want a support contract and we want subscription, and so therefore we needed a company, and that's Gluon. Gluon is a bit bigger than just what we did with Lodge On and JavaFX ports, because in order to create a JavaFX framework that goes end to end, you also need some library that allows you to create compelling user interfaces. And while JavaFX is a great platform, it does not provide everything yet. So Gluon adds services on top of JavaFX. Some are in mobile, some are more general, but the goal is to make JavaFX more suitable for real-world usages on mobile and desktop.
So, and you kind of got that reassurance that you have this comprehensive package, you're not going to need to dip in and out. Why do you think that people prefer JavaFX on mobile over Swing? What are its advantages?
So with JavaFX on mobile, well, it's Java on mobile. And as a consequence, there are between 5 and 10 million developers that can use it, because 5 or 10 million people are using Java in their daily jobs. So the developer base is huge. You don't need separate skills for Android or for iOS if you program in Java. It's not only the business logic that's executed in Java, but the whole UI layer is done with JavaFX, and it's a great modern framework that takes advantage of hardware acceleration. So the time to development is much faster, and especially the maintenance is much cheaper. So if a company has to support a website, an Android application and an iOS application, that's expensive and it requires different code bases, synchronization. So their JavaFX is really one run anywhere.
That is the Java dream.
That was the Java dream from the beginning, and it's really coming true now.
I mean, especially now with the importance, really everything is going to be mobile first, isn't it, going forward, especially in the developing markets. If you think about some people's first point of contact now is through mobile.
Exactly, mobile is definitely taking over the web. There is always going to be some place for the web, but most transactions are originating from mobile, so it's very important.
And on the subject of Java of mobile, we published something on Vox earlier this year about plans from Oracle to back a full-bodied Java on mobile. What's your opinion on this?
Well, I only see the technical things, of course, but what I see is great. So the OpenJDK project has been a huge catalyst for Java in general. And what they are doing now is they are providing code that allows you to build OpenJDK for modern mobile platforms. So that actually means that with the new contributions that this Oracle project is going to make, We have Java 9 on mobile, we have Java 9 on iOS, Java 9 on Android, and also Java 9 on the Microsoft Surface tablet. So all the bits are going to be in open source. I think that is really, from a technical point, a game changer. So we can now build our own Java virtual machine, not only for desktop, Linux, Mac, but it's also going to work the same Java, the same bits are going to work on mobile, and that is huge.
That is huge. I think as well, it's kind of, obviously you're talking about having to learn kind of disk specifics for Android. People aren't going to have to do that. You can just take your Java and anyone can do it.
Yes, exactly.
How hypothetical, so obviously this is a project that is determined on the momentum of the community as well. How far away do you think we are from realizing this? Do you think this is going to be the work of a few years, or?
I was a bit surprised to see how small the patches are, which actually means that the work in OpenJDK is so good that it's very generic. So there's, of course, there's much work needed in order to have it on Android and iOS, but this is not something that they just started and they hope to have finished in 5 years or so. I really think this is going fast. I think by Java 1 next year we will probably know more where it stands.
So you think this is something people should definitely be paying attention to?
Oh yeah. At least I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing the contributions in OpenJDK.
Excellent. And will this affect what you do at Gluon at all? If this project gets bigger, kind of gets a bit of critical mass?
Yeah, well, with Gluon we currently bundle your JavaFX application with a JavaFX mobile runtime, and then on Android we are currently running on top of Dalvik, and on iOS we use the RoboVM AOT compiler. We will give developers more choice, so we will allow them to still keep using Dalvik for Android, but we will also allow them to use the OpenJDK, the mobile version of the OpenJDK, which has the advantage of Java 9, Java 8 APIs, which you currently can't use on Android.
Right, that's like on Android, Java 6 I think at the moment.
Yeah, something between 6 and 7.
Definitely no lambdas or anything like that there.
Yeah, there's no streams, for example, on Android, and as RoboVM is using the same class path as Android, so that means on iOS we also don't have streams at the moment. But with the mobile OpenJDK project, we will offer users the choice to bundle their application with this OpenJDK version on iOS as well. And as a consequence, they will have streams in the full Java 8, Java 9 support on both iOS, Android, and the Microsoft Surface tablet.
I suppose there's also that advantage. A lot of people kind of say, oh, Android is propping up Java. Java can prop up it itself.
I think the nice thing about this is that it's done in the OpenJDK, so it's regardless of all the discussion on who owns Java and the API and the copyrights, this is really work that's combined by companies like Oracle, but also by the community, and that's important, I think.
Definitely. I think Java's future, regardless of what the direction is, I think it very much is in the hands of the community, and I think lots of developments we've seen this year very kind of almost consolidate that. There's people out there that will kind of push Java forward.
Yes, so I think the ecosystem is working because companies like Oracle, but also other companies like Twitter and Red Hat and so are contributing code. And it's up to the community and to third parties to do something useful and productive with it. So that seems to be working.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us today. And again, congratulations.